once again. Praise God, I'm back again. With now this time it's we're going to talk about how jealousy evokes certain things, so many unnecessary consequences that we have to, you know, to face afterwards. So we're gonna learn how self-control is very important. We're going to know about Cain and Abel. Continuation. If you're new to seeing me, go back to my previous videos. So then Adam and Eve conceived a baby, and she bore a son. By the Lord's help, I have acquired a son, she said. So she named him Cain. Later she gave birth to another son, Abel. Abel became a shepherd, but Cain was a farmer. After some time, Cain brought some of his harvest and gave it as an offering to the Lord. Then Abel brought his first lamb born to one of his sheep, killed it, and gave the best parts of it as an offering. The Lord was pleased with Abel and his offering, but he rejected Cain and his offering. Cain became furious and he called in anger. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why that scowl on your face? If you had done the right thing, you would be smiling. But because you have done evil, sin is crouching at your door. It wants to rule you, but you must overcome it." So God urges Cain to overcome it. This is what we call temptations, self-control. You fight that evilness coming towards you. You fight it, you overcome it. So then Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out in the fields." When they were out in the fields, Cain turned on his brother and killed him. The Lord asked Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" He answered, "I do not know. Am I supposed to take care of my brother?" Then the Lord said, "Why have you done this terrible thing? Your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground like a voice calling for revenge. You are placed under a curse and can no longer farm the soil. It has soaked up your brother's blood as if it had opened its mouth to receive it when you killed him. If you try to grow crops, the soil will not produce anything. You will be homeless, a homeless wanderer on earth." And Cain said to the Lord, "This punishment is too hard for me to bear. You are driving me off the land and away from your presence. I will be a homeless wanderer on the earth, and anyone who finds me will kill me." But the Lord said, "No, if anyone kills you, seven lives will be taken in revenge." So the Lord put a mark on Cain to warn anyone who met him not to kill him. And Cain went away from the Lord's presence and lived in a land called Wandering, which is east of Eden. We find God's mercy that he let Cain live. He let Cain, and anyone who tried to kill Cain, it's totally 7 times revenge on him, on his life. So as much as you've seen, there's still a turnaround that there's still God's mercy in your life. He still gives you a lot of chances, So then these so many descendants of Cain, it's not really much to get on detail, but after Abel's death, so Adam and his wife had another son. She said, "God has given me a son to replace Abel, who Cain killed." So she named him Seth. Seth had a son whom he named Enosh, and it was then that people began using the Lord's holy name in worship. So again, we find these descendants of Adam. When God created human beings, he made them like himself. He created them male and female, blessed them, and named them humanity. Nice. When Adam was 130 years old, he had a son who was like him, and he named him Seth. After that, Adam lived another 800 years. He had other children and died at the age of 930. So he's actually not the we have a record of biblical people living very much years. But so we find out that actually Adam is the in the Bible, in Genesis so far, he's the third person who has lived for the most years. And the first one is of course, as I said, Methuselah. The second one, Methuselah, 969 years. And then the second one is Jared, 962 years. So the third one, Adam, 930 years. The fourth one, Seth, the son of Adam, 912 years. And then the fifth one, Canaan, 910 years. And then the sixth one, Enosh, 905 years. The seventh one, Mahalalel, 895 years. The eighth one, which is Lamech, he's the father of Noah, which Noah is a very it was predicted that from the very ground on which the Lord puts a curse, this child will bring us relief from all our hard work. So Noah, he'll be in the next video. It's a very long story, Noah. So the father of Noah, Lamech, lived 777 years, the eighth one on the list. And then the ninth one, which is Enoch, which he didn't die. He lived approximately 365 years, and then God took him away. So yeah, this Bible is really interesting. After all of that, this also connects with the human wickedness. When the human race had spread all over the world and daughters were being born, some of the heavenly beings saw that these young women were beautiful. So they took the ones they liked. Then the Lord said, I will not allow people to live forever. They are mortal from now on. They will live no longer than 120 years. This is why it is very hard to see people going more than 120 years. It's not because the time is evolving and the cells are dying out. It's just because God wanted it to be that way. He stated it that way. If you didn't know, yes, then God did say that. He literally said it should be like that. People shall no longer live more than 120 years. It's literally written in the Bible. If you go 150, you are blessed, seriously. But it's very, very rare. It is very rare. So in those days, even later, there were giants on earth who were descendants of human, women, and the heavenly beings. There is a continuation. They were the great heroes and famous men of long ago. When the Lord saw how wicked everyone on earth was and how evil their thoughts were all the time, he was sorry that he had ever made them and put them on earth. He was so filled with regret, and he said, I will wipe out these people that I have created, and also the animals and the birds, because I am sorry that I made any of them. Yep. Just so you know, sin is one thing that God dislikes. It can pull you really far away from God if you just don't command his commandments and the laws and the rules he puts there. If you just go against all of them, it is what he dislikes a lot. So yep, in our next video, it's gonna be really long. This is just to show you, to expose to you how it came to be that how life without self-control, it's very dangerous, I would say. Thank you, whoever has listened, and see you in my next long video. Bye.